What a sad opening narrative. Barry seems so down and depressed. His conversation with Wells was basically what we all know. Wells hates the future Barry and therefore any Barry in the future, past, present, whatever. He learned the Flash's name and went back in time to kill Barry as a kid so he could finally be rid of the Flash. Wells giving Barry the chance to change his past was such a terrible choice to have to make. Do you give up the chance to undo all the evil that's been done? Do you want that chance? But in saving one life, you change so many, losing all the experiences, people, and things that made you you. Joe letting him do this is what makes Joe such a great, selfless character, but still, it's like, come on, you would risk losing the kid you love so that the child could grow up with both biological parents and change everything else? I'm glad Barry's dad was the voice of reason. You can save her, but at what cost? What if it changes you? And I loved Barry's dad's line, "One day you will become a father yourself, and one day you'll know how much I truly love you." Pretty cool that Ronnie is back, and him saying to Caitlin, "I'm not whole unless I'm with you," and that was super awe with the whole getting married thing. Iris and Barry meeting, this was actually an amazing conversation. This is the best Iris and Barry together we have ever had. With this scene, I could actually see Iris being his future Rock. Love their discussion about Barry creating the wormhole. Dr. Stein saying that once the wormhole worked, he would yell, "Eureka!" or "Excelsior!" I don't know. I'm not committed. But why would Barry risk this though? He could cause an extinction level event. Why is his mother's life worth more than everyone else's? Cisco had some great lines in this episode. Cisco telling Barry, "I'm not interested in helping you," and Barry going, "I need you to build a time machine," and Cisco going, "Go on." And then Cisco saying, "Let me go talk to Dr. Evil," which, by the way, talking about Wells in the containment thing, we actually got to see someone eating and drinking in the containment cells, which was pretty cool. I like that Cisco asked Wells about the ring costume. It was so sad, Cisco talking to Wells about him killing him, but I did like when Wells goes, "Sorry," and Cisco goes, "Yeah," and then he goes, "Not for killing you. I'm sure I had a reason." But vibe was confirmed. Holy shit, the particle accelerator affected you, and when you're living your great adventure, I hope you remember who gave it to you. So yeah, vibe is pretty much confirmed at this point by Dr. Wells. So next season, we're most likely going to see Cisco getting more and more of his powers, even though we didn't see Caitlin get her powers this episode, and I'm kind of disappointed. I think the most shocking thing, though, about all the things that Dr. Wells said was the fact that the show we're watching is an alternate timeline. Side note, anyone notice how different Wells' voice and talking pattern are from his Harrison Wells identity? Seriously good acting. We also understand why the Reverse Flash is evil. In the future, they don't have good beef. I'd go supervillain too. Caitlin and Ronnie's wedding was a nice touch. I wish Barry would have looked at their wedding and felt bad about changing the past. Really, I can't believe Barry did this. But oh my god, we saw the Speed Force. Barry seeing time, yeah, wow. Comic readers have experienced Barry realizing he can't save his mom, but seeing it on television was so different than reading it in a comic. That was just beyond terrible. Other Flash holding up his hand telling him, "No, don't do it." And Barry shutting the door and letting his mom die. Terrible isn't the right word. Horrific. But Barry at least did say goodbye to her. Rip Hunter mentioned by Wells was cool, and so was the old school Flash helmet being thrown out. Barry's Falcon Punch, cool. The final fight as well, amazing. And Eddie killing himself, I sort of expected, but still, wow. Eddie did go into the wormhole, so we might see him again, you don't know. Ending with Flash going into the wormhole as well was a damn good ending to a brilliant finale. How I felt after this episode is how a finale should make you feel. Season 1 was phenomenal, and Season 2, you need to get here fast.